What is up, all you Pokemon addicts out there? I hope you guys are all doing well on this beautiful Friday. So there hasn't been much going on in the market right now. Night Wonder is officially released, but there is something to take a note that I found looking at some of the charts on some of these sealed products that I have, and even some that I was thinking about buying to add to my collection. So with that all being said, let's just get into today's video. So all these picks on today's video are no surprise. The prices aren't some crazy rise and fall. This isn't a clickbait video. I just found that a lot of these sets, they're either moving super sideways, which means they may have hit their top and that's what they're going to settle as. And then we have some that are actually falling down despite of all of the Sword and Shield FOMO. So first pick for today's video is going to be this the Charizard UPC, $150 right now on TCG Player. And the UPC is such a awesome product. I loved opening it. It was such a great experience. It had the beautiful Charizard promos that are rising up in price as well. I think they're like around the $20 mark. So you add, you know, $15, $20 worth of promos in there, plus all of the Sword and Shield packs. It pays for itself. And I knew that this product was printed into oblivion and it would eventually climb. Now we're seeing the climb and a little bit of the downfall. So if you take a look at this graph, you see that it's on the down. I wonder if this next leg of this chart is going to be some sideways movement. So if you have a few of these, I definitely recommend keeping this bad boy sealed because it could grow just a little bit more. I'm not a huge believer in something that's been printed to the ground. I remember this product was super speculative on how much they were going to print. It was going for crazy amounts of money. I believe the biggest pre-order price that I was seeing was like $300 on this puppy. And as the thumbnail suggested, I think that it's definitely time to stay away. We had so many months of opportunity to pick this one up if you want to collect or just rip or to flip. We had our opportunity. I think that right now is not the right time, even though it's on that small downtrend, but I just figured I'd throw it on for today's list. Very notable and something to keep our eyes on. It's no surprise that I had to throw Evolving Skies on today's list, even though I'm super sick and tired of it. But the reason why I threw this on today's list is pay attention to this graph. This graph is insane. And I knew that it slowed down. I'm a stocks guy, I'm a crypto guy. I nerd out about the markets and price corrections. This is exactly what we want to see. It's a weird graph. This is definitely not normal, but it's flatlined. It's flatlined tough. We're still seeing a ton of daily volume, so that's positive for sure. But at the $700 mark, I think we found its top, and we're gonna be cruising. Obviously, it's gonna go up in the future, just like every set does, supply and demand. And this set is absolutely goated. The best set in the regular Sword and Shield era, because I personally think that Crown Zenith is the best set in, even though it's a specialty set in the Sword and Shield era. That's for another video. But Evolving Skies, moving sideways, $700. Stay away from it. Cool cards, obviously we all know we're all obsessed with Evolving Skies, but it's time to stay away. And if you have some product that you might want to unload, I think now is a perfect time to sell a little bit of your profits, just in case there's a leg down. So keep that in mind. You guys know this channel. You guys know that I absolutely love Silver Tempest, and I'm gonna keep on telling you guys to keep your eyes on Silver Tempest. And right now we're moving, $160 mark, which is $20 over MSRP. I told you guys to pick this one up for months at that $100 mark, and now it's up $60. Do I think that we have some movement towards the top? I believe so. I believe once this is completely sold out on the Pokemon Center that it's going to be a pretty big mover, but still time to stay away from this set. We had a bunch of time, and this chart is weird It's obviously on the uptrend because, like I said, it's still in stock. So another one to keep our eyes on very, very closely. If you have some Silver Tempest, now is the time to just hold and not to sell anything, because we're gonna see a nice little leg up. I will be covering in tomorrow's video the reprint talk for like Paradigm Trigger in Japanese and in other sets, which is completely weird, and I'd have some crazy speculations of what that could possibly mean for the English market. So definitely keep your eyes out for that video. If you could, I would recommend you guys hit that little bell notification that's around there so it notifies you when I post. And for our next pick is a booster box that I need to remind you guys. Let's just do a nice little fairy tale moment. Let's do a throwback, the little throwback sound effect. No, we're gonna be talking about Chilling Reign. So nobody wanted Chilling Reign. The price that it is today, so right now I'm looking at it on TCG Player, $240, $240+. When I tell you I was on Discords and Reddit threads talking to investors and collectors, people wanted to stay far away from this set. Now we see the biggest card in Chilling Reign, the Blaziken, which is so crazy to me. I wish I had screenshots of people grilling that card, saying that it was a totally mid card and that it was not going to perform well. And we are now looking at these prices today, absolutely insane. I believed in a set. I have 3 booster boxes of Chilling Reign, nothing crazy. I'm not an insane collector or an investor in sealed product, but I knew that I could eventually, flip this thing for double, triple my money down the line. I bought these at the $100 mark, maybe even $80, $90 mark. I know sub 100. So definitely not time to buy Chilling Reign right now. I was talking to some of you guys in the comment section, and people were saying, oh, I don't remember Chilling Reign being like not liked. That's all I remember of Chilling Reign, especially on YouTube, Pokemon YouTube. Everyone was just grilling this thing to death, how it was a horrible set and that how it would never perform well. I know I made a Chilling Reign video. I'm gonna link it right over here. Quick note on that video, it's super old, so it's gonna not be in the Poke Corner. It's probably gonna be in my living room. It probably have terrible audio. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how bad it is. I'm gonna rewatch it before I post it over here. So if you're interested, there it is. But Chilling Reign, stay far away from this thing right now. Look at that chart. It's a weird little dip. It looked like it's gonna have a little leg to the upwards. I think this thing by the end of summer will probably be a $300 booster box. I think that those top sets that people are FOMOing into, like Chilling Reign and Lost Origin, because of those top cards, they got at least another $200 upwards on this summer, by the end of the summer. It's totally up to you. It's a coin toss. I think it's a 50-50 play if you guys want to take that risk and invest into Chilling Reign right now. It's getting sketchy for me. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing. I'm being fully transparent. I'm staying away from Chilling Reign. I have enough. If this thing gets down to, the 150 mark, 160 mark, which I don't see why it would, because there's no reprints coming. Like I said, tomorrow's video is going to be speculations of why Pokemon Japan is reprinting sets absolutely crazy. But I don't think any of cards in Chilling Reign are in the meta or popular in the meta. So we'll see. We'll with Pokemon nowadays, we don't know. I was hoping for a Paldea Evolved reprint by now, and we still haven't got one, so anything's on the table. So with all of the bearish news, I wanted to post something that I'm optimistic about, and the next card, it's actually going to be a single. I thought I'd just throw something different that I'm looking into buying, maybe not soon, but keep an eye on it. I definitely have my eBay notifications on certain cards. And the tag team trainers, I've just been constantly watching to see if I could get a good deal in any language. I'll take in Chinese, simplified Chinese, Korean, Spanish, I don't care. I just want the cards. And so I just thought I'd throw the Caitlyn and Cynthia Full Art Trainer on today's list. This is the one from TCG Player. It's like $125. It's not a crazy expensive card, but to some people, $125 is a lot of money to be spending on a card, especially for me. This is one card that I will be watching like a hawk. If this thing gets down to that $75 mark, I'm swooping it up. I think that the Sword and Shield era is getting all of the love, all of the eyes, and a lot of these Sun and Moon cards are now beginning to fall out of favor. It's funny to me how quickly this community just forgets about cards. It's like we have only the memory of one set prior to what we're in. And right now I think that there's tons of cards, tons of affordable cards, both on the higher end and those like lower to mid cards that are like a tag team cards, like I just picked up a Venusaur and Celebi card. I think I paid like 10 bucks for it, so that was cool. It was a rad art. It was on eBay, it was super cheap. Thought I just grabbed it. But these trainer cards, I guess you call them waifu trainer cards, definitely something to keep your eye on. The waifu craze is still a thing in Japanese, but I think that it kind of died in English, so I could be wrong. These waifu cards can just pump back up. To just back up my argument, I mean, let's just look at this chart right here. The chart is on a major downturn. Even though we don't have tons of information, that's the thing. It's like with stocks and with crypto, like even a 2-year, 3-year chart, there's just tons of volatility and there's tons of like sales and stuff. So these charts, like, take them with a grain of salt on TCG Player. I think it's a buy. I think it's in the buy zone, and it looks like it's going to continue to drop even further. So hopefully I could scoop this one up in my price range. But yeah, I thought I'd throw a single for today's video. Let me know if you have a single that you're looking at, just like how I am, how, you know, maybe one of your eBay watch list or a single that I should take a look at in the Sun and Moon era. Let me know. I love any of the feedback. I love reading all of your comments and all of your suggestions. So now I'm gonna turn it to you guys. What sealed product on today's list do you guys have? Are you waiting for a dip to scoop up some of these products? Let me know that or anything in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another fresh video. Peace.